Imagine a man so powerful that even after his death, the world's most influential people are still terrified of what he left behind. Jeffrey Epstein didn't just abuse girls. He built a web that reached presidents, princes, billionaires, and celebrities. For years, people have been screaming for the list. The client list, the blackmail files, the truth. In 2025 and 2026, the U.S. government was finally forced to release millions of pages of Epstein files. So, what did we actually get? Did we finally see the names of the monsters who raped children on... Welcome to Past Dark Files. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most disturbing cases in modern history, the Epstein Files. Section 1. Who was Jeffrey Epstein? Jeffrey Epstein was a financier, a billionaire, a convicted sex offender. But more importantly, he was a master manipulator who surrounded himself with the most powerful men on the planet. He owned a private jet nicknamed the Lolita Express. He owned a private island in the U.S. Virgin Islands, Little St. James, which victims called Pedophile Island. He, along with Ghislaine Maxwell, systematically recruited, groomed, and trafficked underage girls, some as young as 14, for sexual abuse. In 2008, he got a shockingly lenient plea deal in Florida. In 2019, he was arrested again on federal sex trafficking charges. Then, on August 10, 2019, he was found dead in his jail cell. Officially, suicide. But the cameras were malfunctioning, the guards were asleep, and the conspiracy theories exploded. Section 2. The long-awaited files. After years of pressure, Congress passed the Epstein Files Transparency Act. The Department of Justice was forced to release millions of pages in phases, starting from 2025 into 2026. People expected a neat little black book titled *Client List. What did we actually get? Flight logs of the Lolita Express, depositions from victims and witnesses, emails and photos with famous people, court documents from Virginia Giuffre's lawsuit against Ghislaine Maxwell, thousands of mentions of high-profile names that appeared repeatedly. Bill Clinton, Donald Trump, Prince Andrew, Alan Dershowitz, Bill Gates, Les Wexner, and many others. But here's the crucial part most people miss. Section 3. Important reality check, truth-seeking tone. Being mentioned in the Epstein files does not automatically mean someone committed a crime. Many were mentioned because they flew on his plane, attended his parties, or were part of his social circle years earlier. Some names appear in victim testimonies with serious allegations, especially Prince Andrew *, who later settled a lawsuit with Virginia Giuffre. Others, like Bill Clinton, flew on the plane multiple times. Clinton has denied any knowledge of the crimes. Donald Trump's name also appears. They knew each other in the 80s and 90s in New York social circles, but Trump banned Epstein from Mar-a-Lago after an incident involving a young girl. The latest massive release in early 2026 included over 3 million pages, photos, and videos. But the Department of Justice and FBI have repeatedly stated, there is no single client list that proves a vast blackmail ring of powerful men paying for underage girls. No credible evidence of systematic blackmail using hidden cameras was found that could lead to new charges against third parties. Ghislaine Maxwell is in prison, serving 20 years for her role in the trafficking. Epstein harmed hundreds possibly over 1,000 victims. That part is undeniable. Section 4. The darkest parts Yet, the files paint a horrifying picture of how the ultra-wealthy operate with almost zero accountability. How did a college dropout become so incredibly rich and connected? Who protected him for decades? Why was his 2008 plea deal so ridiculously soft? Why did so many powerful people continue associating with him even after rumors spread? The documents show Epstein's inner circle, including employees who allegedly helped schedule, massages for underage girls. We see how money, power, and silence protected a predator for years. And most disturbingly, many victims are still waiting for real justice. Section 5. Conclusion plus strong CTA asterisk. So after all these millions of pages, are we closer to the full truth? Partially. We now have more evidence of the scale of Epstein's operation. We have more names and connections. But the deepest questions remain unanswered for many. Was there a larger network? Was there blackmail material that disappeared? And who really had the power to protect Epstein for so long? The files didn't give us all the answers, but they did prove one thing. The system is broken when the powerful can abuse children and walk away with light consequences, or none at all. If you want me to make a part 2 diving into specific names, flight logs, or the island, comment below. Drop a like if you believe the full truth should come out, no matter whose name is on it. Subscribe to past dark files and hit the bell, because we don't flinch from the darkness. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and never stop asking questions. I'll see you in the next file.